Let's go.
Good.
Basketball's over. So
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Coach, during Gene's absence, how did you go about running the defense and keeping things kind of flowing there?
Well, JP kind of took over, and they already had an install, so they knew what they were installing. That had all been planned, so they just went on as if he was here, And JP did a nice job of stepping in and making sure we didn't miss a beat.
Is that one of the benefits of having guys that have prior experience as defensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
JP Prince.
Who?
RJ, excuse me. God, you said JP. I was thinking.
You threw me off. I was like going. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Back from LA. RJ Prince, I guess moved to defensive tackle. Just to take a look here the last couple of days. I know
yeah, we want to get a feel for what he could do if he could help us over there. So we'll see in 5 days if he can do anything over there. If not, then we'll move him back over to the offensive line.
Have you had a chance to look at him yet?
No, not yet.
It's just a matter of when he's able to get back out here.
Right.
Who on the defense has been able to make strides throughout the course of the spring so far?
Well, I mean, if you start with, up front, I'm gonna say, the redshirt freshman, the Clark kid, has done a really nice job at the 3 technique. You've got Jalen Dalton as a true freshman that's walked in here and is doing some really nice things at the end with Drennan. Drennan's doing a really nice job. Schottmer picked up right where he left off. He understands this already. He's a very intelligent guy. Shaquille Rashad has, taken he's taken a lot of pressure off of himself we moved him to a linebacker, so he was at a hybrid position, so he's now slid back to linebacker. He's done a really nice job of adjusting there. Donnie Miles has done a nice job of adjusting from the Ram back to a safety, the corners, I would say B. Walker's done a really good job, and then Malik Simmons has stepped up and made some plays for us this spring. So they're all, right now for them, they're learning new techniques and new philosophy and new schemes. So, there's a little bit of thought process involved with them.
How is Jalen's technique? Where is he standing?
Jalen?
Yeah.
He's got good power for a guy that's, ought to be in high school right now. He's 270 pounds and 6'6". He's got some pop and a little bit of quickness about him. And so I think he's gonna develop into a really nice player.
Coach, over the last 3 years, some of the defensive players talked about the complexity of Vic's scheme, and there was kind of a lot to it. With this new scheme in place, is there a lot less there in terms of volume of what to know?
Well, there's a lot less right now, that's for sure. Gene and those guys have decided how they're going to install things, and they're really working extremely hard on the base and the fundamentals of what it takes to play in that base defense. And then they've just been, spoon feeding them as they've gone. Today was a new coverage that they had to deal with. There was some bust out there, but it's been good for our guys because they keep learning something new each day as they try to master what they learned the day before.
Coach Scott, it looks like he's a pretty physical coach. Looks like he wouldn't mind mixing up with some of those guys. How's that transition going?
It's been good. He's brings a lot of energy and passion to the position, and he's excited, and we're a little beat up right now at that position, and we got some guys out, and he's working his butt off now to coach up those guys he's got with him.
How did you guys find him? What was that connection?
Actually, the first guy talking to me was the guy that was a strength coach of mine back at Southern Miss, and Trey had been at Ole Miss with that staff, and he's there, and was really high on him. And then talked with Hugh Freeze and Coach Womack, the defense coordinator, and some of the guys on the defense about him. And so they spoke very highly of him. And then we brought him in, and he did a great job, And so we're happy to have him.
What are you seeing from your special teams at this point?
Yeah, we're, really right now we're trying to, in all 4 units, it's about mastering the fundamentals that you need to be able to play in all 4 phases. So it's a lot of drill work right now. We're not doing much scheme work at all in our special teams units. We still have a long way to go with our punters, and I think we've made some strides with our kickers, but we still have a ways to go.
How about Freeman Jones? How's he doing?
He's doing all right. Yeah, it's too early to make a call on those guys. We don't get enough live reps in the middle of practice for them to do it. They got to do it before, and then we chart everything that they do.
You got a number of guys on the offensive line in their first or second spring with Bentley Spain, Jared Cohen, William Sleet. How have some of those guys use this spring to their advantage?
Well, Cohen played meaningful snaps last year, so it's been a little bit easier for him. Bentley's done a nice job. Bentley's stepped up. He's made some, he's made some moves. I mean, he's playing with the ones right now at the left tackle spot, and I think Williams is finding his way. I mean, he's learning as we go, and I mean, we throw him in the fire, and he's a talented young man. He's just got to learn it.
Following up on that, this time last year you had a lot of questions up front on the offensive line, and also it was hard to even have, first and second string.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, just that position group?
Well, we've got some depth there now, and we've got guys like John Heck and Landon and Crowley and Peterson, those guys who have gotten a lot of reps all last year. So they're very comfortable out there, and you're seeing them now. You're seeing them getting better and better each day, and as a unit. I mean, as a whole, because they play together, they know each other. I don't have the same concerns that I had last year.
Have you seen growth in Mitch's command of the huddle?
Oh, no doubt. Obviously Queese isn't getting any reps right now, so Mitch is getting all the reps with the ones. And I mean, every rep he gets, he's just growing and becoming a better quarterback.
It seems like you have more professors and instructors every time that you do this. Are you seeing that relationship continue to grow?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a little bit of a novelty for them, because most of them that come have never been to a practice before. They don't know what to expect, and so I think and I think it's great for our guys to see the professors out here at practice and watching them practice. So and the professors see them in a different classroom. This is our classroom out here, and they get to see how we teach them, and it's a little bit different from the way they teach in the classroom. So, we can just keep repping it until we get it right. They don't get that opportunity in the classroom.
Last August, Matt Collins took advantage of some guys being out early on in camp, and was able to send some guys are out right now. Any of the guys getting a little bit more reps than normal?
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of guys. Damon Washington is getting a ton of reps right now, which is helping him. Thomas Jackson, who's a walk-on kid, who's doing a great job. He's making a lot of plays out there. The young kids that were redshirting, Cabrera and Perry. I mean, they're getting a bunch of reps, and then Javal Millette, who's a true, he's another one of the early enrollees that's getting a bunch of reps. So I don't know if any of them have emerged as the guy, but they're all getting valuable reps that are going to pay off for them next fall.
Any of them impressed you maybe a little bit more than what you maybe thought you would see from them?
No.
Coach, you had an unfortunate incident on Monday. How's that affected the team, if at all?
What was that?
Well, it was DWI.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. I mean, I don't know that, it's something that I hope that everybody on the team learns a lesson from it. That's all you can do when something like that happens, is hopefully you make something positive out of it. So hopefully somebody learns something from it, and we'll be a better team because of it.